Hi everyone, my name's Swanny. I'm one of the leaders at the Beacon Christian Centre in Loughborough. I also help lead a soup kitchen that's been running for 11 years. Life ain't always been nice, and I don't think anybody gets away with that. When I was a young lad, I had an older brother, 3 years older than me, and my mum and dad who loved me. But my dad suffered terrible with mental health problems, which is a big problem today as well, and he used to have many breakdowns, and my mum used to drink to try and get away from some of the pains that were being caused in the house. When my brother got to teenage years, he started getting in trouble with the police and started running away from home and ended up going into care. This stuffed me with many insecurities. I went to school and the bigger kids realised that I was someone who was weak, so they bullied me. The bullying was soon quickly turned into torture. They'd take me up the outwards and rip my toenails out, to cutting me with Stanley blades, to all sorts of stuff. I really hated my life, and in fact I cried myself to sleep most nights wanting to die. Then when I got to about 10, I was running home from junior school, and an hostile voice shouted over to me. I went into his house and he sexually abused me. This went on for about 3 years. So over 1,000 times I was sexually abused, and I kept it a secret. During my teenage years, I was not interested in school. I used to get in trouble all the time. I got expelled. Then I started hanging around with a gang who was kind of like my ilk. We all ended up doing street robberies to all sorts of stuff. I ended up going into young offenders homes. When I was 17, I became a dad, or certainly became a father. I wouldn't say I was much of a dad. And then not long after that, I went back to prison, and my life was just a mess. And by the time I was 26, I was living on the streets. I met a girl then, and I do love her, and I'm proud to say she's my wife now. And as we got married and I ran my own business, I still had this secret that was dogging me. By the time I was 40, I felt like committing suicide. Someone told me about Jesus, told me that it was God in human form, and he come to show us the way, because the problem with all society, the global problem, is the art. So basically the art of the human problem is the problem with the human art. I went to church, and I realised that my heart weren't right with God, and I asked Jesus to show me the way to get my heart right with our Father in heaven. I cried out to Jesus, and he heard me, and my life's never been the same. Through reading the Bible and going to church and hanging around with like-minded people, I've just found a new life in that. I'm not saying every day is easy, but I've got something to renew my mind on. The Bible is a book that's it transforms your life when you start reading the pages. The power of God's love just does something for you. I wrote a book about 5 years ago which became quite successful, and a lot of people had healing and found their relationship with God through that book, called Prison Without Bars. Thank you for listening to me, and if it's touched your heart in any way, please press the link below. God bless you. Bye.